In this video, you are going to learn how to use WhatsApp status to share content with your list, follow up, and promote to them. The part of WhatsApp I like most for marketing is this status part because of how it allows you to do what I call sneak in marketing. WhatsApp status is the main channel you will be making use of to build a relationship with your WhatsApp contacts, follow up on them, and promote other products to them. And this is just the best way to do this. Your goal with using the WhatsApp status feature is to bond with your list, gain their trust, and also arouse their interest about the various products you are promoting via different types of content. But you can't do this anyhow. There is a special format and approach to use that will get more people to view your status and take any needed action. And from my 12 plus years of selling online, I have now come to know that there are 4 things people need to believe in order to buy what you are promoting. And that is what you want them to do anyway. You want to promote stuff and then you want people to buy them. And these are the 4 things. People need to believe in themselves. If you are selling them a particular tool, they have to believe that it's a tool that they can use. If it's a course, they have to believe it's a course that they can use. Then they need to believe you. They need to believe what you are saying. They need to believe the product creator. Maybe that is you or somebody else. Then they need to believe the product claims. What the product is saying it can do, they have to believe it. Now, it's when they believe all these things, that's when they make a decision to buy. And guess what? Establishing these 4 beliefs is what you do through the content you are going to be posting on your WhatsApp status. I'm going to talk about the type of content you should use to market on your WhatsApp status. But before I do that, let me address something important. And what I want to address is this. It's about how you position yourself to sell as an affiliate on WhatsApp. And there are 2 major ways to go about it. There are more than 2 ways, but there are 2 major ways to go about it. The first way is that you position yourself as a user of the product. And this works for products that you use. So for example, let's say I am using the 72 IG product, this program. I can write a headline that says, read my experience with the 72 IG products before you even think about investing a dime in it. That can be my whole tonality that I'm using to promote to people. It's about see my experience with this course, see what I'm gaining from it, see how this product is helping me, see the flaws with the product so that you can avoid it. Or I can say how I was able to raise myself from 2K to 500K in 60 days. Now, this tonality is based on the fact that I am a user of that particular product. Now, the second way for you to position yourself is to position yourself as a content provider on that topic, on the topic the product is about. So it's just like being their favorite newsletter publisher. And this works very well either you are using a product or not. And once you've positioned yourself as a content provider, you can now recommend useful, beneficial, and helpful products to your subscribers. That's basically what you are doing here. You are positioning yourself as a content provider, and then you are recommending useful, beneficial, and helpful products to people who are consuming your content. It's more like being a magazine editor, okay? You publish content about a particular topic, and then you recommend helpful products to people who read your magazine. But in this case, you are not actually having a magazine, you are just publishing via WhatsApp. So for example, let's say I want to sell products on skincare. I can use WhatsApp to create an audience list of women who are into skincare and share skincare and beauty information with them on a daily basis. And then when I have products to sell, I can also recommend those products to them. And because they see me as an authority, as somebody who publishes information about that topic, when I recommend useful products to them about the same topic, they would trust me, they would be okay with buying the products. And you can also combine both. I'm talking about both type of positioning. This first one, positioning yourself as a user of the product, and then positioning yourself as a content provider. You can combine both. For example, I recommend money-making products I have never tried to people on my email list. And I let them know that I haven't used the products. And many of them still go ahead and buy such products. Why? The reason is because over time they know that when it comes to the issue of marketing and making money online, I am an expert in that area. I publish content in that area, and so they trust my recommendations even though I haven't actually used the product. They know that I wouldn't be recommending a product I know is not good for them. So with that said, there are 8 types of content that helps you to market to people using WhatsApp status. Actually, just only 5 of them are ultra important. But let's look at all the 8 types of content. The ones I have in red on this screen are the ones that are ultra important. So the first one is content that arouse interest and desire. Then content that create bonding. Then content that help with credibility, that is proofs. Then samples. Then relevant news. Then entertainment. Then useful and relevant content. And attention getting content. These are mostly images. So I'm going to explain exactly what each of this content type is and how you can use them. But let me quickly say this because it is important. What makes WhatsApp status marketing work is for people to actually view it. When people don't view your WhatsApp status, it can't work. People actually have to view it. And one of the mistakes you can make that will make people avoid viewing your status is when it looks too busy. See, if you are not looking to make money, then you can do anything you want with your WhatsApp status. But if you are looking to make money, then you need to avoid having a status that is too busy. The reason is because it turns people off. When people just see a status that is too busy, it turns people off. Because all they just want to do is to just quickly scan through it. It looks like work to the brain, and we human beings naturally hate work. So when you have a WhatsApp status that has like 50 slides, 40 slides, it's too much. Okay? So please note that. With that said, let's look at examples of the 8 types of content for your WhatsApp marketing that I mentioned before. The first one is content that arouse desire and interest. So what do I mean? Now, usually, this can be proof elements too, or you displaying results that come from using the products that you want to recommend. Naturally, if you show people proofs from a product that you are using, it's going to cause people to have interest in it. They will want to ask, oh, what is that about? What are you using? For example, now, let's say you used to be really overweight, and then you start posting pictures of yourself losing weight. It's going to cause people to show interest. They're going to begin to ask questions. What have you been using? Or for instance, for a make money or business opportunity product, if you display yourself with cash, income screenshots, some cool things you are buying with money, some lifestyle that you are able to afford because of the extra money. For example, let's say you posted this. As at last year, I never dreamt of buying an Okada for myself on my 40k a month salary. But here I am buying a second car this year. This one is for my dear mom. Thanks to, then you put the business opportunity there and maybe you display the picture. It's going to trigger interest. People are going to want to know, oh, what is that business opportunity all about? Because everybody wants a better life. So they are going to ask about it. It triggers interest, it arouses desire. Or let's say you posted something like this. See how I look in these my old jeans. And who will believe this transformation happened within 4 weeks? That is, you posted a before and after picture. Then you say, thanks to Coach Olu for his 28-day body transformation. Now, what is going to happen is that people are going to ask you questions. Please, what is the 28-day body transformation all about? Here is a post that I picked up from my Twitter page. This guy says, I really would have been living a very depressed life if I didn't take action with affiliate marketing when I saw it. And to think I just wanted to earn an extra 10k monthly on my salary then. Now I have gone ahead to share the light with more people in need of a better life. Now, if somebody posts something like that, it's going to trigger interest. It's going to trigger people asking you that what is this all about? What is affiliate marketing all about? So these are type of contents that arouse desire and interest. Then the next one is content that help you create bonding. Now in I think in module 2 I talked about KLT, which is know, like, and trust. People find it easy for them to buy from people they know, like, and trust. They find it easy to follow the recommendations of people that they know, that they like, and trust. And what bonding helps you to do is that bonding helps you to get people to like you and then feel like they know you. So this type of content are just normal stuff meant to get the viewers to see you as a normal person, as somebody that they can relate with. So it can be you goofing around, making fun of yourself and stuff like that. And this kind of content work because if people see you as a normal day-to-day person like themselves, it helps them to believe more in themselves and gets them to trust you more. So for example, let's say somebody has been thinking to themselves, I don't think I will ever be able to use WhatsApp to sell. But then when they begin to see your status, they see that you are just a normal human being like them. And then what happens to them is that they begin to believe more in themselves. And then they say something like, if this guy can do it, then I believe I can do it too as well. Then people want to kind of like know you through your status. They want to know what's going on in your life. They want to know your interests. They want to know, do you like football? Which football team do you support? Do you like to read books? And stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying you have to share everything about your life on your WhatsApp status. I'm just saying you have to give people a bit of what is going on in your life so that they can see that you are a normal person that is just like them. So only share whatever it is that you are comfortable with sharing. And although this type of content is only important when you are promoting products using your personality, if you are promoting a product as a publication, for instance, like I mentioned earlier, there is no need for you to be showing stuff about your life. So you can still create bonding too as well, just that you are going to remove the part that has to do with your lifestyle and your personality out of the equation. Then the next type of WhatsApp marketing content is content that helps you to build credibility. And this one is just straightforward. Any type of content that helps you remove doubts and create trust for people to buy what you are promoting, it all goes here. And it depends on your market anyway. Some of these can also work for arousing interest and desire, like I talked about earlier. So examples are pictures of you with authority figures and celebrities, endorsements by celebrities and authority figures, income proofs of yourself, and others achieving the same results. If you have students, then you can share proofs about your students achieving the kind of result that other people too want to achieve. The proof content can even be feedbacks from other people who are achieving similar results, like this one below that I copied from Twitter. So this one is a post by Martins Chuku. He says, woke up this morning, checked my email as usual to see how much affiliate marketing makes me daily. And I already made 67K before 6 a.m. while sleeping. If you post something like this and you've been talking about affiliate marketing, now when people see this, they see that, oh, this is actually somebody else, this is not even you. And then it makes them believe that if other guys are doing this stuff and actually getting good results from it, then I too should be able to do it. Then we have contents that are about samples. And this is basically when you share a sample of the product you are promoting with people. This is actually what this type of content is all about. So, and since we are basically talking about knowledge products, of course you can share a small part of it with people easily. And this can be applicable in situations where the product owner allows you to share such content. And what happens when you share a sample of a product? You want to share the areas that gets them wet with appetite so that they want to get access to the full product. For example, I used to give people access to the first 2 videos of the 72 IG program. And when people watch those first 2 videos, it helps them to see and believe that number one, the product actually exists, and it gives them a taste of the content they are going to get in the training. And you can do this for books too as well. In fact, it's even easier to do when you are selling books and reports. Just share a really good part of the book or the report, and you are going to see people asking for the full version. And this is where you simply give them your affiliate link so that they can buy the full version, and then you get paid for that. Another type of content for your WhatsApp status marketing is sharing relevant news. Sometimes there are some news that just align with what you are promoting. For example, there was a time I read the news about how a couple was scammed of $5,000 by an agent who promised to help them relocate to Canada. So as when I was promoting the Canada relocation blueprint without an agent on Expert Now, I will simply mention the news and link it to the product. And this is what relevant news is all about. For example, right now at the time of creating this video, the dollar to naira rate keeps increasing. I could refer to such news and then use that to talk about a product that shows them how to make money in dollars. So this is basically how you take advantage of relevant news to create WhatsApp status content that aligns with the product you are promoting. Then the sixth type of content is entertainment. And we all know this, entertainment always sells. As a matter of fact, people are mostly on social media, either it is TikTok or Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, to find entertainment to lighten up their mood. So why not put some entertainment on your WhatsApp status too? It can be funny memes, jokes, funny tweets, dancing videos, your old pictures. So don't just make it too much. And then I would advise that you stay away from anything sexual or anything about politics and religion. Now, I see so many people making this mistake of posting a lot about religion on their WhatsApp status. Now, what I have come to understand during all this my plenty years of doing business is that you have to know when you are doing business, and then you have to know when you are not doing business, and then you have to be able to separate these two things. If you are actually doing business, then behave like somebody who is doing business. Don't post about anything sexual, don't post about anything politics, and then don't post about stuff that has to do with religion. Then stories are entertainment too as well. Now when you tell your stories, your interesting stories, and that of others, it's also a form of entertainment. Again, just make sure that they are interesting stories. So that is how entertainment actually works. And as a matter of fact, if I have to summarize the entire WhatsApp status marketing strategy, I will say it's about information plus entertainment plus pitch. Information, entertainment, pitch. Pitch means promotions. So it's actually a combination of these three things. All these 8 types of content is about information, entertainment, and then promoting. The 7th type of content is useful and relevant content. So what do I mean by this? One of the main reasons why people agree to join your WhatsApp status list is so that they can be getting useful and relevant content about the topic they are interested in. And that topic could be about making money, weight loss, cooking, and so on and so forth. So you should be posting such content on your WhatsApp status because that is actually what they want to see. Just make sure that whatever it is that you are posting is not boring, and that is why entertainment comes in. Spice it up with a bit of entertainment. And this doesn't have to be your personal content. Now, when you are promoting products for a vendor, the content can also be from the vendors too as well. And you can post them in form of text, or in form of tweets, or in form of quotes and images. For example, let's say you are an affiliate promoting my products. You can find a lot of useful content from me on Twitter, on Facebook, from my email list, on my blog, and you can share this content with people on your WhatsApp list. Here is an example. I just quickly went to Twitter and I copied these recent tweets of mine. So if you are promoting my product, sharing these contents will help you to create positive expectancy in the minds of your contact list. These are that tweets I copied. So this isn't exactly useful content, but it is relevant if you are promoting products that have to do with making money online. And I added this example because we are talking about useful and relevant content. So the kind of content you are sharing might not actually be useful, but if it is relevant, then it is okay. Or it can be useful and relevant at the same time. And finally, we have attention getting content, which are mostly in form of images. In order for you to get excellent results from your WhatsApp status marketing, it's important that people are viewing your status, and you want a lot of people who are on your WhatsApp contacts to be viewing your status and even looking forward to it. With everything being equal, the more status viewers you get, the more sales you are going to make. So apart from increasing your WhatsApp contacts, using attention getting images is an effective strategy for getting increased WhatsApp views. Because just like you, most people have lots of WhatsApp status to choose from anytime they launch the WhatsApp app. The question is, which one will they open? From my experience, people are more attracted to things like bright colors and the pictures of beautiful women and beautiful things. So what you are going to do here is that you simply end your status post with bright and attractive images anytime you post. Let me show you some examples. If this was your WhatsApp status and you quickly wanted to view something, which of these WhatsApp statuses will grab your attention? Just look at it. I don't know about you, but the one I'm pointing to here, this one here, will be what I'm going to click. Because pictures of babies, beautiful women, beautiful images, bright colors, awesome imagery, these things always get attention. So when you end your WhatsApp status with pictures like this, it gets people to click, to view your WhatsApp status. But just don't be stupid with it, okay? So don't now go and post outrageous images that makes people feel like they have been tricked, okay? Let me show you another example. In this case, this is just a book. This is Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi. But when you look at it, it has bright colors. Not just that, it has bold, beneficial text that is going to get attention. So sometimes you can even use a light background with bold text on it to get attention. And then the picture of the lady in yellow skirts here too gets attention too, because of course beautiful women and bright colors gets attention. But most importantly, what you should do is test. That is the most important thing. Just test and see what types of images give you high number of views on your WhatsApp status. So when you find out the type of images that works for your audience on WhatsApp, then just make sure you use more of those type of images often when you post on your WhatsApp status. Now I have to repeat this because it is important. If you are doing business, then do business. If you want to be casual, then be casual. But if you really want to optimize what you are doing for better results, don't mix both. Don't post random content. Don't post the type of content that is going to trigger argument. The whole idea is that when you are using WhatsApp to market and you really mean business, you have to be intentional about the type of content you are sharing. There must be content that helps you to build credibility, arouse desire, gain people's trust, and get them to take action. These are your goal. So before you post any content on your WhatsApp status, you have to ask yourself how this content is going to help you move your prospects closer to buying. And that is why I highly recommend using a phone line that is different from your normal phone line. On your normal phone line that you use with your friends, you can post anything you want. You can talk about anything you want. It's your friends. But when we are talking about strangers that you are trying to convert into customers, you can't be doing the same thing, which is why you need a different phone line if you really mean business. The good thing about how you can get content to post on your WhatsApp status these days, you don't really need to work so hard to find content. Because when it comes to finding information, content on the product you are promoting, the product topic, or even the product creator, one of the things you can do is to simply follow the product creator on social media or sign up to their email list. I talked about this earlier when I said if you are promoting my product as an affiliate, you can sign up to my email list to get more content from me that you can use, or you can just follow me on social media. If you are promoting a knowledge product, either you have access to the product or not, one thing that always works is creating enough trust in the product creator. And you can do that by posting some of the product creator's useful content. You can give away free content or materials by the vendor to your prospects to build interest and credibility. Again, if you are promoting any of my books or any of my online courses, you can show your prospects more good stuff, more good content from me, like tweets, screenshots, like some of my emails, some of my articles, some of my free reports, some of my videos. These things will create positive expectancy in them and reduce their reluctance to buy what you are promoting. So let me quickly talk about positive expectancy, because I have mentioned it a couple of times in this video. When people know that they are more likely to get a type of positive result somewhere, they are more likely to go to that place often. Okay? An example is this. When I was a student, I had this friend. His name is Bayo. My friend had an auntie that will always give him at least 5K anytime he goes to visit her. Apart from that, he will also have full access to the internet connected computer in their house, where he can browse as long as he wants, because they almost never use the computer. So when he had the option of visiting any family member or even going to their own house, he always chose to visit his favorite auntie. Why? Because he has an idea of what is going to happen to him when he goes there. It's called positive expectancy. So when people know that your status are useful and entertaining, they will always want to open it and see what you have to say. And that is why, for me, I use email marketing, and anytime I send out an email to my list, I get an open rate of between 40 to 65% each time I send out an email. And that is because people expect to see value from me. They expect to see stuff that is entertaining for me, and that is why they open my email. The same thing happens when you are promoting via WhatsApp status. If you are promoting good content that are useful and entertaining, more people are going to view your status, and then they are going to view them often. And you can achieve this via the mixture of the 8 types of content that I talked about earlier. So based on everything we have said, this is what your weekly content calendar on WhatsApp is going to be like. I'm talking about you posting on your WhatsApp status. Content type 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8 on this list are important on all 7 days of the week. That is, if you decide to post every day. It's not important, but if you decide to post every day, post about content type number 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. The most important ones will be content number 1, content number 3, and then content number 7. Those are the 3 most important. Sometimes you can mix them up with the ones from 4, 5, and 6. So you can always feel free to repeat several statuses, especially if they get a lot of views. So basically what I'm saying is that if you post an image today and the image gets a lot of views, then why not post the image again maybe in 2 days time? Okay, so you can always repeat status content that gets you a lot of views from time to time. Then you can also adjust them. So if you have certain content that people respond to better or they view a lot, you can always adjust those content to create new contents. Another thing you can do is that you can borrow content from other people who have good content on their own WhatsApp status. You can always borrow content from them and post it on your own WhatsApp status. So there's a PDF in this module. It is titled WhatsApp Content Template Calendar for Use on WhatsApp Status. It's in the resource section. It's by Uche Okoro. Make sure you go through that PDF. This document will give you a better understanding of these various content for marketing on your WhatsApp status. So let's talk about handling sales objections. What do I mean? Now, when I say objections, sales objections, these are the main reasons why people still don't buy from you, still don't buy what you are recommending, even though they want it, even though they have the money to buy it, they still don't buy. And the main sales objections are questions like, how is this product or this opportunity unique? Why is it different? Or will this work for me? Or is it simple to use? Or is this a real person? That is, if you are an affiliate for a vendor, is this a real person? Talking about the vendor. Or how much do I need to get started if it is like a business? Or who has used it and gotten results? Or how soon can I begin to see results? So these are the common questions that cause objections. And the best way is to answer the objections based on your experience if the product is something you have used. If the product is something you have not used, then you can use other people's experiences to answer the objections. Once again, you should read the PDF included in this module that is titled WhatsApp Sales Scripts and Dialogue by Uche Okoro and see examples of how to tackle objections during a sales conversation on WhatsApp. So let me quickly talk about one of the secrets of top affiliates. Now, what top affiliates do a lot of times is that whatever it is that they are promoting, they try to strengthen the offer. And what I mean is that they add something like maybe a bonus that will add more value to the product they are promoting. And this bonus has to be something that carries weight, that is valuable, and is very helpful to the buyer. Especially something that tackles one or more of their big concerns, or something that makes the main product more useful to the buyer. For example, for the 72 IG program or for most money making or business programs, one of the things that majority of people who want to buy want is support after they've gotten the training. So as an affiliate, many affiliates create their special support system to help people who buy from them. So many affiliates will say something like this: when you purchase XYZ product via my link today, I am going to add you to my mentorship group on Telegram or on WhatsApp, where I'm going to be sharing various ideas, various strategies that is going to help you succeed. The group is 30K a year, but you will get free access. Now, this kind of bonus helps to strengthen the offer of the main product they are promoting. There are other useful trainings in this module that you should go through. For example, we've talked about how you can use card.co to build simple web pages. Because if you want to have a pre-sale page, if you want to use the funnel too, then you will need a pre-sale page. So you can use card.co to build simple web pages for your pre-sale. And for card.co, there is a free version. You can go with the free version, or you can pay for the premium version, which is just $9 or $19 a year. I prefer the premium version, but then that's left to you. Then there is a PDF on how you can use WhatsApp broadcast to sell, and then there is a PDF too on how you can sell with the group training too as well. So this is the end of this video, and this is also the end of module 2. I suggest that you go through this module over and over again until you are able to master it and implement it. So you can now continue to module 3.